Alright, sorry about that. I was trying to do something. I accidentally hit the stop button. Back to the police shootings. Actually, let me get this comment here. We should disarm our rulers, take back our resources. Yes, I already had that one. Genocide interviewed. I'm actually uploading a video right now onto YouTube on my OccupySFTV YouTube station. One of the interviews, Bella Iko was there, Courtney Occupy was there, and PFail Blog was there as well. There was a gentleman named pt2. I'd like you to check it out when you get a chance. He does go into details on a 40-day strike, how we can actually make a change, which is what I'd like to see, where I was trying to lead to in the last broadcast. We don't have much time for this. If we don't make a change now, then it's definitely going to be too late. And I'm not talking about, whether or not the Earth will survive, because it'll always be here. Humanity is going to be done fucked up, and we're looking at major problems. Right now, we have a situation where, according to the information I was fed from Peter, the hormones that's in our beef and all the rest of our foods, the GMO, all that stuff, it's a slow kill. Basically what you have is you're taking in things that you're not supposed to be taking in, and it's fucking your body up. And then you go on to some sort of supplemental program, pills, medication, things that ultimately will kill you also, because if you read all those warnings, it may cause heart attack, heart disease, low blood pressure, all those things. So you really need to look into changing your diet. And one of the things Peter recommended on this YouTube video that I'm uploading is going vegan, really. And one of the main things that he stressed was that a lot of people don't know that Jesus was vegetarian. He didn't eat meat. And that, I'm not very biblical, but in talking about murder means anything. I've been a meat eater all my life, and it's really scary for me now to think that I'm taking in stuff that I don't want to be taking in. That could kill me or give me a slow death, give me cancer, or who knows what else they're putting in those chemicals to make the meat taste good, or whatever they're doing to make the cows fatter. It's fucking you up, and this video is 86% loaded. It's probably going to take another 45 minutes. It seems like I have a real slow connection here at the safe house. So just a second. I want to get some information from Twitter real quick that I was looking at earlier. Tim Pool from New York is one of the best citizen journalists that I've seen out there. And there is another person I definitely want to mention, Punk Boy NSF. Rock on, Punk Boy, man. He's got it going on over here on the West Coast. It looks like Tim's got it on the East Coast. I'm trying to fill in the gap in between and try to help out, get the information out there. Communication is necessary, and if I'm not communicating with you what I'm seeing from them, and you're not communicating to your friends and family, then we're just going to stay right where we are. Things are going to keep getting worse. You're going to keep dying. They're going to keep getting richer. So, it's time to step up to the plate and do something. Get off your ass and go over to your neighbor's house and ask them if they've seen Thrive, if they've seen Zeitgeist. A lot of people have told me, the Zeitgeist movie, the Thrive movie, this and that. You need to take everything that you take in, whether you hear it, see it, smell it, taste it, touch it. You have to, critical thinking. Use your brain. Separate what's likely to be real, what's likely to be bullshit, and what's kind of something you might want to discuss with somebody. Is it real? Is it bullshit? I'm going to go back over here to Twitter. Like I said, I was looking at some stuff from Temple. A 17-year-old sexual assault victim is now facing a contempt charge for tweeting the names of her assailants. You've got to be kidding me. We do it all the time. Every time the police attack us, we badge their number out and we dox them. Or we dox them as much as possible. It's the same thing as tweeting out the information of somebody. I think that it's completely fair to let people know who attackers are. It's just like as if the news did it, except she did it. What do you have there? Yes, Brookman, Poole is a brave hero, definitely. Contempt prior to investigation. Well, yes, if you live in America, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But, you know, if somebody says, you know, you attacked me, then that's fact because they said it. And if they're wearing scars, then it's got to be fact, right? Not so. Let's see, we've got to get to another topic here because I'm running out. Just 1 minute. I guess we could go back to the Leonard Peltier case. I suggest you look it up on Wikipedia. It has a full page on it. There's probably a good hour's worth of reading there, half hour, depending on how in depth you want to get. Leonard Peltier is a Native American activist and member of the American Indian Movement. 1977, he was convicted and sentenced to 2 consecutive terms of life imprisonment for first-degree murder in the shooting of 2 Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI agents during a 1975 conflict on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. I've been doing some research on this because it's something that I wasn't real familiar with, being that I was a child when this happened, and it's real interesting to see that you know, even the Native Americans are still being put down and pushed around. Currently, he is serving time in the Florida complex, and oh, he has a projected release date of 2040, so he'll probably be like 90 years old. Hey, Rise, PDX, we live on stolen lands. Yes, we do, and I'm glad to see you here. I wanted to let you know real quick that I'm doing this new type of show here, which is communicating what I see on Twitter, what I see on Facebook, and trying to get some conversation going here with the viewers and encouraging people to go out and talk to people. Just because they're a stranger doesn't mean you can't talk to them about today's problems. Ask them if they're familiar with Occupy. Ask them if they know about Zeitgeist movement. Ask them if they've heard about Thrive. There's all kinds of things you can do. What about the PG&E Senior Director of Smart Meter Program posing as Ralph, the anti-smart meter activist? You know, the funny thing here is he was William Devereaux was looking for information on people that. Hey, you're welcome, Bryce. He was looking for people's names. He was trying to find out who is against the smart meters, and you know, the smart meters have been said recently to cause health problems. There's you know, that's something that's serious right there in its own. But just a second here, back to where I was. I lost it. Power spikes, the inaccurate readings, all kinds of things. So if you have a smart meter, or you might want to look into talking to your neighbors and stuff, and looking it up on the internet. Face to face is probably best for communication, but I can't see you, but you can see me. So, kind of babbling on here. This is my first broadcast like this. I wasn't real sure how I was going to go about doing this. Thanks, Northern Montana guy. I can't believe people are actually rebroadcasting this. I think the most important thing here that I wanted to say tonight was the Occupy movement has made a change for people to start thinking and doing. And now is the time to continue communicating. Just because we're not meeting in a public space, discussing the problems, trying to come up with solutions, we need to continue that process. You need to talk to your neighbors. You need to talk to somebody walking down the street. And if you see something, film it. Don't just sit there. Don't walk away. Especially the police. Thank you, Hillbilly 865. I'm glad you think it's interesting. I'm gonna continue to try to do this. It's something that I wasn't necessarily bred for, but I guess it seems that it's getting more and more interesting these days about how people want to know what's going on out there, and through the Ustream and the live stream, we have a way of communicating where you can see what's going on here, and we can share that information. There's times when I see stuff that's been filmed, it makes me cry. I actually break down in tears, because there's people dying out there. Police are pulling their guns on innocent people and firing rubber bullets at them. Oh yeah, it's non-lethal. Firing bullets at protesters because we have a problem with the way the system is not the answer. They should be protecting us, not firing at us. We're family. We all just want to get along and live. We need to change the way people think about farming and eating animals. I don't know, I'm kind of drifting as somebody that used to eat meat towards becoming a vegetarian. Yes, Rise PDX. I did see the Anaheim police video. I got that off of Tim Pool. I saw Twitter from that earlier today, and that made me cry the second time I watched it. The first time my jaw just dropped to the ground. I couldn't believe it. And I understand there's criminals out there, and you do need to shoot to defend yourself, but when a man's running away from you or just has a box cutter, do you really need to kill him? Do you really need to pump 2 slugs into his chest? That's the question I'm asking. There's a lot of grief out there, and there's a lot of sorrow. A lot of that is because of the companies and the corporations that are controlling our government and the governments around the world, the financial backers. I'm going to start with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Warburgs. Those are the people that we should be exposing for who they are, or who we have been exposing for who they are. But we need to go after them and let them know that we're not going to put up with it. And Peter T, gentleman I spoke to this weekend, has an idea for a 40-day strike. We're going to get more in detail on that next time I talk to him, and after this YouTube video uploads, maybe you can come back and check it out. OccupySFTV on YouTube. That's where I upload all my archives, because Ustream just doesn't cut it, and YouTube's so much better for sharing older news. I'm going to read some of these here real quick. I've had a few chats come up. People protect the structure, build rich structure. Well, Mr. Hood, people protect the structure built for the elite and rich. We need to change the norm and structure. Yes, I agree. There's definitely a a need for change and a change to the structure, and that's something that I believe was talked about over the last year through the Occupy movement, is how to make that change. And I believe that people are coming up with new answers, new ideas, and starting to implement that. Now, we'll only be able to tell through time how well it works, how effective it is. Rise PDX, the news about the incident in Anaheim, if you'd like the link to that, let me see, just one second. I will, how can I do this? I'm gonna have to get you the link somehow. Where'd it go? I literally have like 30 windows open over here for topics of discussion. I'm just trying to glance off the ones that I think are the most important. Oh, and that video is uploaded. It's probably going to take a little time to process. And officers, not that one. Hold on a second. Yeah, right here. Just a second.
Breaking news right now. Chaos erupts after a
I'll just let you watch it.
Tonight, the tension continues. Officers fire what appeared to be beanbags and unleash a canine into a crowd of women and children. We have a disturbing video taken as it happened. Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining.
Police have cleared that out, but here's the video from earlier today, which can only be described as frightening. Chaos and violence in the streets of Anaheim. Anaheim police firing rubber bullets confront a crowd of terrified children, parents, and angry residents near La Palma and Acacia. Then one officer unleashes a snarling police dog, which attacks the mother holding her child and this bystander.
They just started shooting him. I was with my son.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to multitask here.
The man that was on the floor, and the man said,
Anyway, the link's too long for me to
Talk about what happened.
post for you. But the dogs were, or there was one dog that attacked a mother and a baby in a stroller. There were rubber bullets fired on the crowd. They were just protesters protesting the incident in a front yard. What you want to do is go to YouTube and look up "shocking California cops open fire on men, women, children, babies." That's what you're going to look for. That's going to have the news report from looks like local channel 9. There are other videos. I believe channel 7 covered it, and if I go to my YouTube station, I might be able to pull up the other video and get you the link on that. No, looks like I didn't save it. But anyway, back to the chat real quick. Let me catch up on you guys. Anaheim police blocked off the street. Are you in Anaheim? I'd Robin Hood and Brokovin, thank you. Okay. Now what I want to know is, why is there so many media blackouts in other countries? We're not seeing anything on the news here that I know of, other than on Facebook, about all the protesting in Spain and Italy and Greece. I see pictures, but I don't see any live streams. I don't see any news reports on our local national news here in the United States. There's nothing. And on and on the OSF shooting, I'm sorry, that was, I can recover it, Rise. The SFPD shooting was basically a man slashed somebody else's arm at work, and he ran. When the police caught up to him, they drew down on him, and he lunged at one of the officers. The officer shot him twice in the chest, killing him. He later died at the hospital. And the first reporter on scene was an Occupy SF member from the 101 Market, Robert Benson. You can find all of this on the internet. All you have to do is start Googling, and you will find all the information you need to find. Excuse me. You will find all the information you need to make your own judgments on what happened. But there's no reason to shoot somebody that has a knife when you can use a taser. Cairo's on fire, Brokovin. Thank you for that update. That's very interesting. As far as ruling airwaves, I'm going to try to rule the airwaves as long as I can until they shut me down. Generally, I'm going to try to do 30-minute reports at night for things, topics of discussion, people to ideas for you to get involved, to share with other people. So basically, it's been over 30 minutes tonight. I might extend it to an hour if I can get more stuff to talk about. I'm going to leave you with this. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Oakland with some people. We're going to be streaming the Obama situation there. I guess there's going to be a lot of police and protesters, so it should be interesting. You can check it out here on OccupySFTV. I also will be rolling with Freeman Sullivan on Ustream, and I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but check back for that tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think it starts around 11. We're meeting in the morning around 10. So Rise PDX, I will try to do it as often as possible at the same time every night. It would be ideal as a news broadcast to do it at the same time. I do want to mention that if you're watching, I'm right now in a safe house. I could use donations. I have a child support payment and food and your general necessities, a cell phone bill to keep streaming. So if anybody wants to make donations, I have my website links there on my Ustream station. There also, you can go to independentcitizenmedia.weebly.com, and that's my new website that I've created. I'm trying to make a co-op of reporters, from citizen reporters from around the nation and around the world, to come together and help share what we see. Rather than watching the regular MSN, people will be driven to watch our streams and find the news on the internet rather than going with what is. Yes, the WePay link is on there. If you go to the website, that will have information, some basic background information about me. It has links to other streamers that I've talked to. I'm still updating the site. There's a lot of things that are going to be changing, and check it out. I want to thank everybody for watching today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want to have streamed, please feel free to email me at occupy1liberty@gmail.com. There is a phone number listed on my website. Please don't call unless it's something that's pressing emergency, newsworthy. Otherwise, please try to keep that to a minimum. And thank you for watching. I am James, One Liberty, also known as CIA James, Eye of Ra, and sometimes, well, we won't go there. You're welcome, Hillbilly 865, Rise PDX. I want to thank everybody for coming in and checking it out. Peace and love, and if you see something, film it.